MARSHA P. Johnson was born in Elizabeth, New Jersey on August 24, 1945. She was assigned male at birth but loved wearing women's clothing at the young age of 5 before stopping temporarily after being sexually harassed by the neighboring boys. After graduating high school, she then left for New York with just one bag of clothes and $15 in hand. She embraced her femininity, began wearing what she wanted, and adopted the name MARSHA P. Johnson, with the P standing for Pay It No Mind, which was her life motto and a response to questions about her gender and lifestyle. This was an era where rights for LGBTQ+ people were hard to come by and were almost non-existent. At this time, cross-dressing was a crime in the state of New York. They persecuted gay people and frequently discriminated against them and their activities. As a result of this, MARSHA became a sex worker and was often abused and arrested. During this period, the term transgender was not commonly used. MARSHA described herself as a gay person, a transvestite, and a drag queen, and used she or her pronouns. Everything changed for MARSHA P. Johnson on June 28, 1969, as police stormed the Stonewall Inn, which, at the time, was known for being a gay bar. The officers were arresting people for violating various discriminatory laws, specifically gay men. This was when the customers of Stonewall started to retaliate. MARSHA found herself at the front lines because, like many other transgender women, she felt like she had nothing to lose. The Stonewall uprising spurred the gay rights movement. After Stonewall, MARSHA P. Johnson, along with her friend, Sylvia Rivera, who was also transgender and a fellow drag queen, led a series of protests. MARSHA was attending rallies and had joined the Gay Liberation Front.
Darling, I want my gay rights now. I think it's about time the gay brothers and sisters got their rights, and especially the women.
And together, MARSHA and Sylvia formed the Street Transvestites Action Revolutionaries, otherwise known as STAR, an organization dedicated to sheltering young transgender individuals who were shunned by their families, a place where transgender youth could stay and feel safe. They supported, housed, and fed homeless LGBTQ+ youth to the best of their abilities with money they made themselves as sex workers. Even though she was going through her own hardships, MARSHA always had a smile that came with her joyful personality. She had never stopped advocating for transgender and gay rights. During the AIDS crisis that began in the 1980s, she had helped spread awareness and raise money for the cause. She looked after sick friends even as she struggled with her own deteriorating mental state. And in 1990, she became HIV positive herself and contracted AIDS. She spoke publicly about her diagnosis and encouraged people to not be afraid of those with the disease. To this day, MARSHA P. Johnson still serves as an inspiration for young LGBTQ+ people, especially colored members of the trans and gay community. Though once a hidden figure behind the movement, many now recognize and credit her for being a visible figure during such an oppressive time. Her actions and role is still felt in waves as the historic Stonewall uprising is celebrated, hence lauding her as one of the most prominent representatives in the movement. MARSHA P. Johnson had died on July 6, 1992, but her legacy lives on forever in the queer community.